Been a really active day in this stock sector. Today we're looking at Bkkt because this stock is up by almost 50% today. You will see that so far we're up by 44%. It's gone up by $11 to a price in the high $36 range. And right now we have about an hour to go until the market's to close, but we're asking what's going on with this stock and why. All of that is coming up in this video, so make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We are trying to push up to 13,000 subscribers and we are getting incredibly close. So thank you for all of that. But of course, do remember as well, guys, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor, so it's only my personal opinion, and this stock is extremely risky. Yes, it does have that potential to go higher, but it can go down just as quickly as it can go up, so be aware of both sides of the scenario. And the last thing that I want to mention is the fact that we are currently doing a fundraiser for Save the Children. If you guys can donate anything towards Save the Children, it would be massively appreciated. Of course, you'll be helping a child's life, and bear in mind we're coming up to $300 donated. Thank you for everything. Let's try and get us up to the actual $300 mark. We're not there right now, but if we can get $300 donated by the end of tomorrow, it would be very, very nice. But now we're going to jump into this one and look at the stock on the simple chart. It's easy for everybody to understand. So, like I said, we're up by 44% so far, and it is really nice how it has been up. So one thing that you're seeing today with this stock is, whilst it is of course moving up by a large number, it's moving in a more linear fashion, and this makes me a bit more happy. So 9:30 we started to move up slowly, and really from about 1 o'clock I would say we saw this momentum come up quicker and quicker. We had a bit of a sell-off coming up to about 2:30 going to 3 o'clock, and from 3 o'clock we've had our second rise, which so far has taken us to the highs of the day, which were up at 37.97. So really we're looking to push past that $38 mark if we can get up there again. But yeah, it's been a really fantastic day. Ultimately though, what I'm looking for is some support at this level, but I'll get into that in just a quick moment. But again, after the past 5 days, it's been a mixed story with this stock, but we are still up. If you'd have bought this one on Monday, you'd have paid $11. If you'd have sold coming towards the end of today, you would have made a really nice profit. If you had bought this one at the beginning of the month, you'd be up even more. But again, the pattern is continuing now. We've had a bit of a rise, bit of a sell-off, bit of a rise, bit of a sell-off, and now we're going higher to our highs in the 1 month. And actually, when you come out to the 6-month chart, you will see it's also our highs in that period as well. So the question is, where do we go next with this stock? Well, I want to give you a few of my opinions, but first I want to give you a look on the technical indicators. We have the 1-day chart, the 5-day, and also the 1 month. We're going to start on the 1 day, of course, and work our way out. So what are we seeing over here? We're seeing a moving average of 35.85. It's a little bit below where we are right now because of that big spike that we have had, but as the price comes down, it's coming closer and closer together, which is very good. You will see that the RSI was sat on 58 at the time of filming the video, which is also not too bad. It's a little bit high, but you would expect it to be after this rise, and again, that has kind of pushed us up a little bit. The MACD is actually becoming very bullish, but now it is going down after we have had this small drop, but that's not too significant on the 1 day. Where I like to get most of my data is the 5-day and 1 month chart, and on the 5-day you will see a moving average of 31.86, which again isn't too bad, and it is going to be below where we are right now because of the growth that we have seen. This is a lagging indicator, it's going to take time to catch up, and this is clearly showing now on the 5-day, so not really too concerning. It's not really something that we would not expect. It is definitely in the normal ranges, especially for a stock that has moved up this high. Anyway, the RSI figure was coming quite low for some time, but now we're back up to 62. It's not really that high. Again, it is about 12 points away from being neutral, so we do want this one to come down a little bit, but after the rise that we have seen, I do completely understand it, and the trend on the MACD for the 5-day is still looking overwhelmingly bullish as we have had that big rise up. Now, the past month doesn't really show us our indicators, but there are a few things that we can get out of this. The first one I want to focus on is today's volume at 53.86 million, compared to the prior day's volume at 21, and the day before that at 57. So one thing is really clear, and that's that volume is stepping up, and again, as I have said before, with these stocks, it's extremely hard to read. Bear in mind, a lot of these have been going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 days, some of these. That's when they started to spike, and they've been going up tremendously high. It's very, very hard to predict where they're going next. It's very, very hard to read them. But one thing that is becoming more and more clear in my eyes is that they are becoming more resilient, because one fear that I have had is with this stock and with a lot of these other stocks that you will see down here. One fear that I have with a lot of these is, are we going to see something like what we saw with CEI stock, where we had a big spike up and then it just bled out over time? Well, we've seen these green days come in time and time again, and that is making me feel a bit more confident, and when we see the stock push up to new highs, that makes me feel even more confident. So while I am saying that this stock is not necessarily the best buy right now, it definitely could be something to consider, and the potential of it is becoming stronger in my eyes. So like I said, what do I think to my position on the stock, and would I be buying this stock right now? I think ultimately where I stand with this stock, it is very, very, very hard to tell you what to do with it. Of course, I would not tell you what to do with it properly anyway, because I'm not a financial advisor, but it's very hard to even give an opinion on this one because it is very risky. One thing that I'm going to say, guys, do not get FOMO'd. Don't get that fear of missing out. If you think it's a good buy right now, feel free to buy it. If you think you could get it at a better price, feel free to just wait for it to drop a bit, which it probably will do so. But one thing that I'm going to say is just don't get that FOMO. If you are going to buy into this stock at all, what I definitely would recommend you do is manage your risk appropriately, because this is an insanely risky stock. And I know some people, actually myself included for my personal investing, I do like to stay away from insanely risky stocks. They're not something that I personally buy, but I do completely understand the appeal of them. But I think it is also important to be aware of the risk side of things. This stock is up big. It can go up higher, of course, but it can go down just as quickly as it has gone up. So if you're going to buy the stock, don't put in more money than you're willing to lose. Only put in a relatively small amount and be happy with reasonable profits. That's my personal opinion. But for me, if I was looking to buy the stock, I personally would wait until Monday. That's just the way that I see it. I do understand the other side of the coin, but I think with us being up by about 50% today, I just wonder if this is going to cause a bit of a sell-off going forwards into Monday. Again, if you guys have a completely different opinion, if you think that this is going to cause it to go higher, that's up to you. But for me, whilst I think the stock may be a decent buy, I think it is a bit risky at the moment. I think potentially we could get this one at a better price on Monday if we do see a drop. Again, I could be wrong, and I don't want you guys to follow me at all because I'm not a financial advisor, and especially with a stock like this, it is extremely hard to read, like I said, so make your own opinions up. But either way, if you're going to buy it, if you're not going to buy it, just be aware of the risk and make sure you're comfortable with the risk, and make sure you have managed yourself appropriately to be comfortable with losses if they do follow. Thank you for watching this short video. I'll see you all again in another one very, very soon. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching. See you soon.